Watch the screen. Out.
See it?
First carry for James Conner. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do.
Still
here in the
cooking out.
first
If I
half.
should have been down,
take
boy.
some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
You probably got to watch it on your phone or go to YouTube.
On second down, here's Hodges. That'll be taken in there by James
That was
Washington.
a terrible fucking pass, but yeah.
Field across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. On first and 10 is Conner. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3.
I said
Now
I ain't
here's
been
second
watching
and
no Bulls
7.
games.
Push him back.
Damn, one bad season. Well, not one
On
bad
second
season.
down, Conner looking for space. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
No, we just need a different quarterback.
Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
First after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
57. Mike, 57. Gotta go.
Now it's Hodges. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor.
We definitely got the black
to his own
too.
18-yard line.
Is you watching?
The house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Yeah.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Short throw underneath to Hurst. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything
bullets.
was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That bitch was
so
hard
2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards.
Are you watching?
Let's see
what I can do with Lamar.
Here's Jackson.
Ooh, I gotta throw that bitch.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss.
This nigga Mo comes talking about you fucking suck. Alright, to be honest.
After the sack,
I don't
they'll
play
come
with
up
these
now
niggas.
3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Jackson steps away. Jackson hit and he lost the football.
Come on, bro. Nigga, look how soft that fucking tackle was.
Extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Do I suck or did they just cheat? Which one?
On first down, Connor. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there.
Oh, I don't use the niggas.
That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Hodges now.
Stupid.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Got it right back.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Someone to fucking
Jackson
go
and the
on
Ravens
defense. I
come
ain't
up
worried
now,
about it,
first
nigga.
and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. On the move to his left.
Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, bitch. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now look at
And he
this. Big
fumbled.
game, but a fumble.
Bro.
And it's picked up. And he fumbled.
And I made him
It's on the
fumble.
ground.
Oh, my
Start
Lord.
out with great field position
Yes.
at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Hey, you see how I just got busy on their ass?
After one.
Nigga, bro. And then I made them niggas fumble and they got the ball back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
And got it right back. Fuck you talking about?
And his guys are
Fuck
going
you
to take
talking
over
about, nigga?
at
I'm
the
gonna go. Quit
31-yard
playing, man.
line.
Quit fucking
CD,
playing with me,
while
Trent.
we
Shut
have
your
a quick
bitch ass up. Nah, nigga. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, 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 ooh. Trent, I'm gonna play how I play, man. I'm trying to get used to. I wanna play with these niggas how I play. I'm probably gonna either run gun or single crazy.
Here, I want to give a shout out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your
I'm gonna
empathy.
start throwing the
Right?
ball
You hate to
because
see
like
teams
he is a
struggle like
quarterback.
this.
I'm
Hate to
just
see
on some
teams
running
that are
shit.
down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were high,
Yeah,
right?
you see, I'm a
3 in a
quarterback.
row.
I'm not
How
looking
about
to
Washington?
win.
That win over Carolina, and then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina,
The Rams, I'm done. The Rams defense is good.
they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC
He said,
East.
I ain't
Because
no
they're just one
motherfucking
game back
kid.
to 6-6 Dallas. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Flush to his right. He's going deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he
You
takes this one
fucking
down
dope.
almost all the way to the 30. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And avoids the contact
I
by
ain't fumbling
sliding.
no more.
I guess
cannot
no need
trust
to
this
force
nigga.
it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. The 50-50 ball here,
I
and it's
hit the wrong
intercepted.
pass. Person.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. CD, with that incompletion, let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think of the biggest four. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the #1 game because the #1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week for that moment. Okay, the winner of that becomes the #1 seed. I think the #2 game, Seattle at the Rams. Because Seattle's trying to maintain pace with San Francisco or become the #1 team in the NFC West. And the Rams have to have it if they have any designs of making the playoffs. The #3 game, Baltimore at Buffalo. Buffalo's announced its presence. That big win on Thanksgiving Day over Dallas. But Baltimore's the hottest team, the best team in the league over the last 8 weeks. And then you finish up Kansas City, New England. How is that the #4 game? Hard to believe. But it is in this instance.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. Fielded at the 33. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Shit, I'm clapping his ass, so it don't matter to me.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach
I
on
don't
highlights and analysis of this first
bro.
half. One that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also had
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just merged.
Who gets the sack.
Trent, they said the first play didn't count.
Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Stupid.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
I'm the fucking goat.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. With that incompletion, I want to revisit some playoff talk. We talked about the top 2 seeds, but let's break down the AFC playoff picture. Ravens and Pats on top.
You
the
see
season
me,
ended, we'd be looking at the Bills in the 5 spot and the Steelers the 6. That would give us wild card games of Bills, Chiefs, Steelers, Texans. You give the Titans, Raiders, Colts, or Browns any shot, Charles?
I give the Titans a shot. They get Houston twice in the last 4 games of the year. And the way they're running the ball with Derrick Henry and their defense playing well, yeah, they're very confident right now.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
I've never seen a quarterback fumble so much.
I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Matt Judon came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Johnson, the intended target. And it's third down. Try to get one more in
Maybe
here
I'm a
before
young
the quarter
Randy
breaks.
Moss. I can catch it longer. You can throw it.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, after a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
I'm trying to run with Lamar Jackson because I don't
Raven
know
offense set at the line for this next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here, because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
No gain on the play there.
I really
second
just peep.
down.
This nigga is like overly trying to blitz me.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. And
Ooh,
that is
get the fuck out of
incomplete.
here.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
You see the bullshit
Earlier
though?
we looked at the AFC playoff picture. Let's quickly peek at what's going on in the NFC right now. We mentioned Seattle and New Orleans would get the byes if the season ended today. The matchups, though, first-round wildcard weekend would be San Fran and Dallas and Minnesota and Green Bay. I smell ratings, my friend.
Big-time ratings. Let's start with Minnesota and Green Bay, because that would be their third meeting of the year as they are division rivals in the NFC North. And, of course, going to Lambeau anytime after October 15 is dicey with weather, so you don't know what you're going to get. Minnesota now a dome team. How about San Francisco at Dallas? You could potentially have a San Francisco team with 12 or more wins going on the road to take on a division champ, the NFC East. Dallas, they may have 8 wins. Doesn't seem right, doesn't seem fair, but that's the system. San Francisco may very well have to do it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Tell me what I was just going to tell you. She's going to say partial.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nigga, Parsley don't even have a taste.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
50. 57, Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
He not playing.
Roethlisberger now just 1 for 5 since coming on, but that one gets him a 1st and 10 here.
Niggas.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right.
Baby, I'm a young Randy Moss. I can get you longer because this nigga is throwing 1 for 6 with Big Ben. That's all I'm going to say. He got Big Ben and he's throwing 1 for 6.
Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Ben going to give this one to counter. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, 28 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Baby, I'm a young Randy Moss.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
I can catch it long as you can throw it. Hey.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 steal.
Alright, I'm finna start teeing up, bro. But
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I used to play no games with him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
See, I should have picked the Rams. I'm just picking random niggas because I want to try something. You will have no chance.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Stupid.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
Ooh, I just hit the wrong icon. Let's go.
It's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide.
I'm so glad that he did not get, nigga, I meant to hit square.
What it does is allows a defender to
so I seen him playing that safety and I seen him coming in with him.
And have a chance to affect the pass.
Whoa. Bro, they do not let me throw the ball away, bro.
He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
That's 3.
And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
That's 3.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
You said, send me his bitch. He complaining too much.
It's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Back now in Pittsburgh as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster.
This nigga just fucking spam passing to Juju Smith.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
66. Blue draw quarter. These 2. Alert! 57.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later. but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on it a little bit more.
8 yards
This shit's blowing me.
now they face third down. 3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like...
Shit, I might. This nigga is fucking...
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got
spam throwing to the same nigga and shit.
Available there for him.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Throw that sack complete to Smith-Schuster. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On 1st down, it's Samuels.
Oh, I tried to make that nigga fumble, bro.
2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. 57's right. Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Flash, what's that? Flash, it's third.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw.